Hi everyone, welcome to this week's Urban Uncut. Simon is still in holiday mode. He's like a lizard, he gets charged up by the sun and then he has loads of energy.
Solar side, ain't I?
Solar side.
Yeah, it's a solar panel.
Right, this week we have got another staff cars. We've got our lovely Heather and a beautiful blue Mark 5 Golf R32 3.2 V6. Sounds awesome.
And wait, he wouldn't let her drive because she can pedal better than him.
No, she can pedal. She
Standard.
can pedal. Last time she took me out,
She scared you?
I was air braking. Yeah, she's a very, very, very good driver.
So maybe we'll re-feature that when we have this little race and she beats us all.
She's staying nice and quiet over there. I also go to Old Stratford because we've got an amazing selection of used Range Rover SVRs at the moment.
And we're starting this week's episode with an edit of a retro car from our partners Absolute in the Netherlands. Go.
Right everyone, I'm here today at our used approved showroom in Old Stratford. I'm with James, our used sales manager over here. How's things going, mate? How's business?
Business strong.
Yeah?
Good. Yeah, really, really good. Defender keeps pushing forward.
Still king of the road, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Probably the most popular car in the UK at the moment.
Yeah, I would say so.
And it's very rare to see one without a urban product on it, whether it's just wheels or side steps or a spoiler. Like when I see a standard one, I'm looking at like that's a special edition.
It's been very, very successful for us.
Yeah.
And you're out and about now, and you're seeing them on the road, and the light bar's obviously the signature.
Yeah.
So
I'm spotting
really
a lot of really nice SVRs. I mean, the SVR is probably one of my favourite cars of all time. It's probably the car that I've driven the most into its hundreds. You know, I did the Yanomais rally from Marbella to London, so I know the car inside and out. And they are just so good as an all-rounder. You've got the styling, obviously the urban styling, the luxury, supercar power, and comfort.
We've said before, Len, haven't we, that there's nothing at that price point that offers such an all-round.
Of course, you've got the Urus and the G-Wagon and, the Cullen and the full other end of the scale. But, like I say, for between 100 to 130, like carbon everything, 23s, like there's nothing better. We've got a great selection, which we'll show in a minute, but something has caught my eye the other side of this partition. We've got a black Defender with silver alloys. Now, we're pioneers for silver alloys, aren't we? I mean, I like polished face, but I know they're not for everyone, and I know they don't last in the winter, but silver...
It's making a comeback, Len.
Let's go and have a look.
It's making a comeback.
So WX2s.
Yeah, so you might remember from a couple of videos ago, we had the Range Rover Westminster in.
Yes,
which we did.
Silver wheels,
silver wheels, which sold very, very quickly. Something a bit different. When it hit the website, the people went mad for it.
Yeah.
So that really needed something to carry that on. So we had this vehicle, really, really nice example, 16,000 mile car, and it shouted that it didn't want too much. Just wanted to be
again.
we
go on about OEM Plus all the time, don't we? But this is that, isn't it? It looks perfect. But I love the fact that you've attention to detail.
Exactly.
Love it. So silver urban lettering to match the wheels, but they just look awesome. Really, really cool.
And it just gives a different element and a different dimension to Defender. Because people are very used to coming on here seeing wide arches and light bars and so on. It just makes it a little bit softer.
Oh, so you colour code everything, but you haven't put wider arches on.
Wider arches, OEM arches.
Yeah, lovely.
And at the back we've got the premium wheel cover, which also allows us to brand the back as well and carry that branding and colour.
And it's nice that actually shows more, doesn't it, on a black car? Because obviously if you've got black with black lettering, the branding isn't so strong. But that looks really cool. Now, so obviously we've got the Animais. So this is Yanni's old car. So full PPF then.
Yeah, full PPF, obviously carried out by Yanni, but full V2 conversion with exterior carbon.
And this is a really low mileage car as well, isn't it?
Yeah, really low mileage, very, very seldomly used. Obviously, Yanni's wife's car.
And of course, he looks after his cars, doesn't he? And this is like, and knowing him, this has got like a full spec inside as well.
It's a big spec car, carbon interior pack, so on and so forth.
Perfect.
But available now, ready to go.
Perfect. And we've got some nice SVRs outside.
Got a lineup of SVRs at the front,
Now, this is my spec. This is how I would spec it. Fully blacked out, 23-inch UV ones, and you can see the offset wide on the back. That's what you get with a Vossens.
Staggered offset.
Just looks awesome. But this is a very, very good customer of ours who's into his 20s now in terms of how many cars we've supplied, maybe even 30s.
Probably 30s, but I think between you and I, we sell him at least a car a month.
It is, genuinely, isn't it? If it isn't for him, it's for one of his
directors
staff
or or for the business. It's just, well, you and I know, fielding phone calls in the evening.
Shout out, Richard. Just looking at this straight away, it's got everything that we do. So full carbon bonnet, carbon autograph grille. It's even got the exposed carbon
bumper, which was a very, very, because of the process to put that together, it's a very, very rare option that we offered.
Because the carbon weave has to be perfect, so it matches the bonnet and the grille, and if you look at it, it just runs absolutely perfectly. Again, attention to detail, even into the number plate plinth. So extended exterior carbon, side vents, windward cap,
rear door bar,
and it's got the stage 1 leather trim because the door cars and that are black anyway, so they just did the seats.
Absolutely,
Quilted leather,
diamond quilted, really, really nice.
Carbon fibre seat backs, my favourite feature in the SVR. So that's absolutely stunning. But so this is going to be like slightly more expensive than some of the other SVRs that we've got in because this is so high spec.
It's arguably the most comprehensive package you can have on SVR with everything on it. This example also has the Starlight roof option.
Oh, okay, he loves the Starlight roof lining, doesn't he?
So it's got that as well, just to add a little bit of ambience.
And that Starlight roof lining changes colour as well, doesn't it? So when you put this into dynamic mode and the lights turn red, you can have the Starlight roof lining in red as well. So that's a nice feature. Estral blue, the SVR colour.
Unique to SVR in the range. Always a favourite. If someone wants an SVR to stand out, they'll buy Estral.
With the Ebony series as well, such a classic contrast, isn't it? But so carbon bonnet again, carbon grille, exposed carbon bumper again. Our UC1 cast alloys, which are also a nice option, not as expensive as the UV ones.
I mean they're a more mainstream wheel, but very, very popular. Again, with a 23-inch option, it just fills the arches, looks right.
and then finally another V2 SVR.
Yep.
This is Bosphorus Grey.
Bosphorus Grey.
Product knowledge, you see? Product knowledge. Premium colour palette.
SVO premium colour palette.
Oh.
Yeah. So special vehicle operations take the car off the production line, strip it down, paint it. It's about a £10,000 option,
wow.
or it was new. But yeah, very, very rare option.
So what do you think, I mean, these SVRs, I mean, we love them.
Yep.
The new Sport has been announced,
yeah.
and they will start dropping sort of October, November time. But if someone was to go into Land Rover now and order one, it's 12 to 18 months, isn't it?
Minimum.
And
no one knows really.
We've seen in the market with the full-size Range Rover that they're going for 20, 30, 40, sometimes even 50 grand over list.
Yeah.
So as far as I'm concerned, and this does sound like a sales tactic, but if you do put an order in for a new Sport, why not jump into something like this for the 12, 18 month wait? Because they still look so good. They still look modern, they still look current. And then when your new car comes, we can take it back off you in 12 months time.
You've got to remember, the new Range Rover Sport won't have an SVR model in its range.
No.
Available on the forecourt for probably the next 24 months.
And also, it's a what is it, 4.4 twin turbo?
Yes,
the
different
M5
engine,
isn't
the new
it?
BMW engine.
So
yeah.
if you want the OG 5 litre V8 supercharged, there's nothing better, is there?
No.
Either this or a Defender V8, but you know, if you want the Defender's a little bit more rugged, if you want luxury and the best, you know, the best of everything, the SVR is still going to be king for the next 12 to 18 months.
It's interesting you make that comparison between the Defender V8 and the SVR. Yes, fundamentally same engine, but very, very different character.
They are very different.
You know, this again, like we can continue to say,
yeah.
It's a great all-rounder. It's luxury. It's got its status.
Yeah.
But it's a sports car.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, there's nothing in the marketplace that matches it.
So basically what I'm saying is don't be put off by the new shape Sport, because these are still going to be king for the next, what, 12 to 18 months?
Yeah, still a firm favourite. Lots of demand for them. So yeah.
Perfect. So if any of these cars are of interest, get in touch with the boys and we'll be back here soon for another update, see what they've got in. Hi everyone, welcome to this week's Staff Cars, and I have Heather with me, our sales support assistant, and her absolutely awesome Mark 5 R32. One of my personal favourite cars. I had a friend who had one of these from brand new, and I've absolutely loved them ever since. Now, our friend Heather here has got an amazing collection of cars where you and your family share a nice little collection. And your fast forwards, my favourite thing obviously, but we've been fast forwards feature heavy the last couple of weeks, so we thought we'd pull out the Golf. But this is your daily, isn't it? This is what you get to and from to work in. And yeah, I think myself and most of the southeast of the UK have heard this car, haven't they?
Yeah.
So 3.2 V6, but tell me what you've done to the exhaust.
So it's just a full custom exhaust that's been made by Deutsche Tech.
Right, and it's loud.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to this one, but car history at the moment, 3-door Cosy, SAF Cosy, and you've got a Mark 1 Focus RS, haven't you?
Yeah, 450 brake.
450 brakes, and maybe in a couple of weeks' time we'll get that in as well with the other Cosys and stuff.
At some point.
I should have brought a disclaimer out to the side to say that I'm allowed to drive one of the Cosys, because that's the thing. But right, let's jump in and go for a drive. It's quite tidy in here, Hev. Is it usually like this?
I mean, yes, yeah.
Liar! You liar!
It's normally just me and my dog, so.
I did notice the little nose.
Yeah, the nose prints.
Nose prints, yeah. Right, let's go for a little drive. So talk to me, car history, first car.
A little Ford Fiesta 1.25.
Right, okay.
Nothing special.
Yeah, I mean, I had a Fiesta for my first car. I mean, they're quite the.
Just keeps the insurance down.
Yeah, it's probably one of the most popular first cars, isn't it? But you're a fast forward girl, and part of a fast forward family, aren't you? Yeah. Obviously, you brought the 3-door in to show us the other.
Yeah.
I mean, we've probably got a good few weeks worth of features just on you and your family's cars. Now, instantly I can hear, that's quite a unique sound, isn't it, from the R32?
Yeah, it's a lovely sound.
Obviously you've...
in here it's a lot more quiet than...
Oh, no, I know. Because when you go past the office, we can hear you for miles. But yeah, I've always loved these. I just think they're like a sweet point. 4-wheel drive,
Yeah.
decent sized engine and manual.
Yep, so it's been remapped as well, so
Right.
it's about 270 brake.
270 brake, okay.
Yeah, it's the slowest car I own, but
Well, it's your daily, isn't it? But what's
Yeah.
the fuel like using it every day?
horrendous.
Awful.
It's so bad, yeah. But I enjoy driving it, so
Yeah,
I don't mind too much.
sounds fantastic. So what, if you could, what do you think you would replace this with, or is this staying? I mean, I think the Mark V Golf shape still looks fairly modern.
Yeah, I would really struggle to know what to replace this with now, because it has so many good factors
Yeah.
to it. It is a really good car.
It's done. She's been leggy. She's done some miles.
She's done some miles,
But
yeah.
with a naturally aspirated 3.2 V6, I mean, as long as you sort of maintain it and service it
Exactly.
regularly, which is what you do.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, they're quite bomb-proof, these cars, aren't they?
Yeah.
There's not a huge amount to go wrong, and I think that's the problem with modern cars, is all like the electrics and the tech and stuff like that. Right, can I open her up a bit?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, she just keeps going.
I know.
It sounds so good, though. It sounds so good. I love it. 6 gears as well.
Oh yeah, it could be a nice little cruiser as well.
Do you know what? I'm a massive Golf fanboy. I've had a couple of Golf R's. My dad had a Mark III Golf GTI when they came out, and it just for how old is she now? This is an 06.
07.
07, so 15,
Yeah.
or 15, 16 years old. Oh, I love it. So talk to me about the Mark I Focus RS then, because that's like a serious car, isn't it?
It's completely concourse, so it's had a restoration underneath, engine bay, the lot inside.
So is that's your toy, that's your baby, and this is just
This is just every day,
the dog
but
car.
that's my pride and joy. And it doesn't come out when it's wet, it just sits
Well,
nice.
450 brake horsepower through the front
Front-wheel
wheels, that's probably a
drive.
health and safety
I
thing more than
mean,
anything.
yeah, it's fun. I like to be kept on my toes, so this is easy to drive. It doesn't fold.
Now I've been out with you in the car and you can pedal.
Yeah.
Like you can pedal. Like I was kind of braking from the passenger seat a little bit. When I'm not the best passenger, but you could tell that
I can thank my dad for that. He
So
taught me
your
how to
dad was
drive.
obviously the main influence in the
Absolutely,
whole car thing,
yeah. I grew up. I grew up with him, showing me how to do everything properly.
And he's always had nice cars, always had fast fours, has he?
Yeah. We've had the 3-door for about 20 years now.
Really?
So yeah, quite a while. So I grew up with that and just knew I needed to follow in his footsteps and have as much fun as he did.
Brilliant. I must admit, I did get. I mean, we've got a couple of Cozzies at Urban now, haven't we? We've obviously got
Yeah,
Mark with his Escort Cosworth, Dave with his Escort Cosworth. We've got your 3-door and is it a Crystal
Sapphire.
Blue?
Crystal Blue,
yeah. And what are they running? Are they fairly standard? Or?
Not quite. I mean, at the minute we're doing some work on them, so.
Nice. So we need to pull them out at some
Yeah.
point, don't we? Before the winter comes, we need to get them out.
Definitely. Oh, look, Mustang.
Right. Okay. We'll blast past and make sure they can hear us. Actually, they probably could have heard us back in Tongwell. Yeah, I mean that just goes, doesn't it?
Yeah, I know. You don't realise, do you?
Yeah, I love it. Like we had Ben at Deutsch Tech's RS4, didn't we, a couple of weeks back?
Lovely
And
car.
similar thing, 4-wheel drive manual, big engine, and these are just so cool.
Yeah.
But I genuinely think this is going to be a modern classic. So,
Absolutely, yeah. One with maybe less miles on it.
well, you know, it's just nice that it's used and you don't have to worry about it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Awesome. So what car do you think we should feature next then out of your collection? 3-door, SAF, or do you want to get the Mark
I
I
think,
Focus?
I don't know, it's hard. I'd maybe do a little all together.
Ooh, an RS
An
special.
RS special.
There we go. I did actually speak to one of the boys about their Escort Cozzies, and they're like, oh, want to get it out in the rain. I don't want to do this. And that's the problem with these. That's the problem with these like classic Fords, isn't it? Like, you either get one that's absolutely immaculate, no miles, and you keep it in the garage just as a show queen or a nice sunny Sunday afternoon drive, or you get one, you know, something like this with like a few miles in it that you can actually just use. And like your 3-door and like your Saf, you know, they're not show cars. They're driven. They're mint. They look lovely, but you can use them and enjoy them, and that's the whole point, isn't it?
Yeah, they're not trader queens, but
no. But I couldn't think what you'd replace this with as a daily. It's
a really difficult one. I have been thinking about it recently, just because of the fuel. But it's just, I need to know that I enjoy my drive.
Yeah. I know what you mean. It's head versus heart, isn't it? Your head is saying, right, cost of living crisis. Probably 15 miles to the gallon when you're driving it, right?
Oh wow!
I'm really single figures.
Yeah, I'm worse than that. Yeah.
Oh dear. Right, okay. But would your commute be as fun in like a? You know,
no, it wouldn't.
I mean, I love my car. I love my car, but I don't really drive that quick anymore anyway. Plus, I'm quite lucky in that I've got mates who let me come fast cars, and so for my commute, my diesel Mercedes that does 45 miles to the gallon is perfect. Low and slow, just cruise.
Silent car.
Exactly, just cruising to work, and then when I need a little blast, Hev, can I just take the R32 to the shops? But yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? When you you have to consider fuel prices nowadays and the mileage you do and stuff like that. But anyway, thank you for letting us have a go in this.
You're welcome.
And I think we just need to do a couple more.
Absolutely, let's show them what you can do.
Perfect.
Okay guys, so we have a bit of an exciting announcement. I'll start with the pains, because over the last couple of years we've had some real significant hurdles with the US. The US love our product, we get so many inquiries, but the problem is it's always been getting product there that's the hard part. Obviously shipping by air is expensive now, and having someone trustworthy in country has been the real hurdle for us to really break America. Now what the guys have been doing over the last few weeks is we've been loading containers with a significant amount of product. Yeah, we've been filling 2 40-foot containers, about $600,000 or $700,000 worth of stock, and it's on the way to the US. And in order to do that, we've partnered with our long-term exhaust partner, Miltech, who have just recently been going through the setup in the US. They've gone through a year of work to basically incorporate Miltech Corp. Miltech will be distributing our product.
And they're using something that's probably quite unique to them, and it's new to us, their dealer portal system.
So obviously we're going to make it easier for our existing, we've got existing installers, but it's always been difficult for them to order product and get product.
Yeah, obviously you've got time zones to consider. So with the fact that they've got someone out there representing us, the ability to service those inquiries from existing dealers.
Yeah, so time zone, dollar rate change, shipping problems, shipping delays. So it was always a real task to do business, and now obviously with things being on the ground, our dealers have got the ability to just literally just click on and
absolutely, we're piggybacking that system. And when they go into it, it's looking great already, and they did a demo the other week for us here. I'm blown away by it.
Yeah, so basically with Miltech's infrastructure, from their hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of exhaust sales, they're used to volume and lots of big parts catalogues, aren't they? So we're sort of basically piggybacking off that. And we're coming to the US. It's going to be exciting because we'll be able to service all of these potential orders that we've lost over the last 3 or 4 years. Yeah, we'll be able to say, yes, it will be with you in 2 days, sir. It will be this dollar price, it will be fixed, there'll be no hidden hidden prices and costs behind that as well.
I mean, off the back of the Vossen collaboration, which has been there from quite early on in our existence, really, isn't it?
A huge success.
It's led on to this dealer network we've ended up building off the back of their intros as well many times.
Yeah, well, I mean, most of our leads in the US come from Vossen.
Yeah.
And the Vossen collaboration with the wheels, they've had actually additional success in the US. So for those of you that asked, when are we coming to the US? The answer is now. And we're kicking off with a bit of a bang, because we're coming to SEMA in November. It's from the 1st to the 4th in Las Vegas. We've got an XRS on display. It'll be the first XRS in the US. It's going to be fantastic. We're going to have a Golf R and hopefully some other products to show you. We'll be on the Miltech Corp stand. Further details will come soon where we are, so if you want to pop over and say hi. But for now, if you'd inquired before and you want to inquire again on US product, we're ready. It's going to be there in 4 or 5 days. We're good to go.